What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't lack of intelligence, but believing you're already smarter than everyone else? Psychology has discovered something strange. The less people know, the more confident they often become. And the smartest people, they usually question themselves more. So in this video, we're breaking down 5 signs you might not be as smart as you think you are, according to psychology. And trust me, sign number 5 catches most people off guard. 1. You think you're right. Most of the time, let's start with something uncomfortable. Do you automatically assume you're right during arguments? Do you feel irritated when someone disagrees? Psychologists call this confirmation bias. Your brain naturally searches for information that supports what you already believe and ignores information that challenges it. Here's the problem. Smart people don't become smarter by protecting old ideas. They become smarter by destroying bad ones. Think about it. If you walk into every conversation trying to win, you stop learning. Because learning requires one painful thing: admitting you could be wrong. And that's hard. Because your ego treats being wrong like danger. So ask yourself, when was the last time someone changed your mind? If you can't remember, that might be a sign. 2. You confuse confidence with intelligence. Some of the loudest people in the room know the least. Psychology has repeatedly found that confidence and competence are not the same thing. In fact, people with limited knowledge often overestimate themselves. Why? Because they don't know enough to recognize what they don't know. Imagine trying a new skill for 1 week and suddenly believing you're an expert. We see this everywhere. Business, fitness, relationships, social media. People mistake certainty for intelligence, but real intelligence often sounds different. It sounds like, I'm not sure. I need more information. I could be wrong. Confidence attracts attention. Humility attracts growth. 3. You talk more than you listen. Here's something interesting. Your brain learns very little while you're talking, because when you talk, you repeat what you already know. When you listen, you expose yourself to new information. Yet many people enter conversations with one goal: to respond, not to understand. Have you ever noticed people interrupting constantly? Finishing sentences? Waiting for their turn instead of actually listening? Psychology suggests active listening is strongly linked with emotional intelligence and better decision-making, because listening gives your brain data. Talking only gives your ego satisfaction. Next conversation. Count how often you interrupt. You might surprise yourself. 4. You avoid people who challenge you. Your brain loves comfort, and comfort feels good. It feels safe, predictable, easy. But there's a hidden problem with always staying comfortable. Comfort can quietly make you intellectually weaker. Think about your social circle for a second. Do most people agree with you? Do you mostly follow creators, influencers, or friends who think exactly like you? Do you instantly dismiss opinions that make you uncomfortable? If the answer is yes, your brain might be living inside an echo chamber. Psychologists use this term to describe environments where people are mostly exposed to beliefs they already agree with. And while that feels good emotionally, it can be dangerous mentally. Because if everyone around you agrees with everything you say, your mistakes survive longer, your blind spots grow bigger, and your confidence increases, even when your understanding doesn't. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Growth often feels offensive at first. Not because new ideas are bad, but because new ideas threaten old identities. Your brain naturally protects beliefs that feel connected to who you are. That's why criticism can feel personal, even when it's useful. Smart people don't avoid disagreement. They use it. They ask questions. They challenge themselves, not because it feels good, but because discomfort exposes blind spots. And sometimes the people who frustrate you the most are the ones showing you what you still need to learn. 5. You stop being curious. This might be the biggest sign of all. not because it's obvious, but because most people never notice when it starts happening. You stop asking questions, and slowly, you stop growing. Think about children for a moment. Kids ask questions constantly. Why is the sky blue? Why do people cry? Why does this happen? Why does that work? They ask hundreds of questions because curiosity is natural. Curiosity is how the brain explores the world. But something changes as people get older. Many adults slowly replace curiosity with certainty. Because certainty feels comfortable, it feels efficient, it feels safe. But there's a hidden cost. The moment you believe you already know enough, your growth starts slowing down. Psychologists often connect curiosity with lifelong learning because curious people constantly update their understanding of the world. They adapt faster, they learn faster, and they notice opportunities others miss. Meanwhile, people who stop being curious often repeat the same ideas, the same habits, and the same mistakes for years. Ask yourself something honestly. When was the last time you learned something that completely changed your perspective? When was the last time you explored an opinion you strongly disagreed with? When was the last time you asked questions without worrying about sounding smart? Because intelligence isn't only about what you know, it's about how willing you are to keep learning. Curiosity is what keeps your mind flexible. Without it, knowledge becomes outdated, ideas become rigid, and growth becomes optional. Curiosity is not weakness, it's not childish, it's intellectual survival. And the people who keep asking questions usually keep growing the longest. So, let's recap. If you always think you're right, confuse confidence with intelligence, talk more than you listen, avoid challenges, and stop being curious, you might not be as smart as you think. But here's the good news. Recognizing these signs is actually a sign of intelligence, because self-awareness is where growth begins. So comment below which sign hit you the hardest. And if this video made you think differently, subscribe for more psychology videos that help you understand the mind, including your own.